Hey guys, right now I am in Haiti, surrounded by these gorgeous mountains, and I'm here to tell you that I forgot to film most of month one in the DR. So, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what happened and what my experience was like at Hope Mountain. One, I do have to say, the ministry hosts at Hope Mountain are just incredible people. Their daughter was sick when we got there, so the first 3 days we didn't know what to do because they were at the hospital. So we prayed. We interceded for them, and the Lord provided. The medical bills were paid. The daughters are no longer sick. The Lord is just so good in that because we didn't know what to do. He told us what to do. We did what He told us to do, and whoa, I just killed a bunch of gnats. One project that I was super stoked to help out with was the project to do with one of their centers. So it lost funding and it is closing down. They don't have the money to keep it going. And I got to help film for it, which was like an awesome opportunity. It was like the first thing I've ever done with filming as far as helping someone else, and it was just like an honor that I got to do it, and I was just super stoked. But yeah, besides that, I mostly did website stuff because apparently I'm decent at it, and I didn't know that. It was very interesting because it was also all squad month the first month, so being with that many people in a space that small, well, it wasn't small, but there's only so many places you can go to be by yourself without walking 5 miles. It was very interesting. Alone time became something that I really valued that month because it was hard to get it. You have 34, 35 other people there all trying to get alone time, and there's nothing you can do because they're in your spot, or you just don't feel like walking up and down a mountain to go be by yourself. One thing that I really loved was we were able to help this guy named Nani out. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but he was trying to build this house. The government got involved and he needed it to be built fairly quickly, and we got to help do that. We didn't do the actual building, but we dug and dug and dug and dug to form that foundation of the house. And just the fact that he's not a believer and we were able to love on him in that way, you can't beat that. It's very surreal. I am on the world race right now and it doesn't feel like it. I know it's going to hit me, and it's probably going to hit me hard, and I might cry a little bit because this is just an amazing opportunity that I don't deserve. And month one is already gone. So since I don't have that much footage of month one, let's go ask some of my squad mates how their month went. Okay, so how was your month at Hope Mountain? Try to describe it for me.
The one time in my life where I'm at a loss for words. I would definitely say that the past month was genuine in the sense that I was challenged to be genuinely myself before the Lord and before others, even though I didn't like how that always looked.
Well, I thought that Hope Mountain had a lot to offer in the aspect of resources to do. The manual labor compiled, and we could see physical evidence, tangible evidence of what we were doing, and that was very satisfying. To build a refuge for people who are hurt and suffering, to be able to be a part of that was really cool. But overall, emotionally, I would say it definitely sparked something within me that wanted me to yearn for more within myself, being on that place, and I would suggest anyone who wanted to visit, do, because you won't regret it.
Describe Hope Mountain for me and what the month was like.
I'd like to say that Hope Mountain was a really good representation about how God can shift things out of like our idea of like what the schedule is going to look like, because we were initially going to go to Haiti first, but then we just, everything with the political issue and everything changing, we went to Dominican Republic. So it was just already like that first step of showing God changes plans, and that we have to like submit to that and just trust Him. And it was really cool seeing the outcome of it, like just with our prayer for the weather, and just like seeing all those like small ways where God like provided and was able to impact us. And I think it was just cool because since all those expectations were thrown out of the window, all we had to do was step into those everyday moments of like seeing like where God is going to show up. And it was just really cool seeing how, one, when people stepped into those areas, how God met them there, and also how it created more of a unity. I definitely think that there were challenges just because it was our first month for everyone to understand and experience how the world race is going to be, because you're with every single team, and the entire place that we're at was really small. So I saw like the challenges of everyone living together, but it was also really cool because during those times people also went through their teams and were honest about it. And I think that it was cool because most people can still have the opportunity to run away, but seeing the people who went face forward into the unknown and like seeing the growth that they got into it and seeing like how it created that intimacy was really cool. And I was so honored to be able to see that and also be there when those people had those moments. I thought it was also incredible seeing how when people had hardships either back at home, like how people went and took care of those people and like supported them in ways that they needed it. I also thought it was great just seeing the trust that people had within the squad and seeing it continuously produce over into debrief and overflowed into the point of like opening up and just exposing areas in their hearts where they had deep wounds and hurts, and also areas where they're still growing in. And I think it was just a good representation of like everyone wanting to buy in on the race and seeing that they weren't going to hold back even during times that were challenging, even if there was areas where they didn't know the outcome or the certainty of it, and still trusting that God is in the midst of the community and also with them. And yeah, that's what I gotta say for Hope Mountain.